Mr. Rogers, you weren't contracted to do our financial statements outside of our request to do the treasurer's report, were you?
No.
That's what I thought.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I would like to invite everybody out to the State of Diversity in the South Suburbs as we progress. The South Suburban Diversity Dinners has a mission of providing straightforward, building positive relationships through culture and communication while acknowledging our similarities and appreciating our differences. So we'd like you all to come out and discuss how we progressed in regards to diversity on April 21st, 2018 at 5:30 p.m. It will be at Rich South High School in Richmond Park, Illinois. You may contact Hildy Kingma at 708-283-5622 for more information, but please, everyone come out to the diversity dinners in the South Suburbs. Have we progressed April 21st, 2018 at 5:30 p.m. Thank you.
Okay. Any other reports? Yes, Clerk, you go.
Just all of the elected officials, the appointed officials, members of our Board of Fire and Police Commission and our Plan Commission should have received a notice from the Will County Clerk's Office to file their statement of economic interest online. If you have not already done that, please check the Will County Clerk's website. And if you're having problems, because when I first attempted to, the link they gave us would not let you go straight through the filing. But if you're having any problems, give them a call and they will walk you through the filing of your statement of economic interest. If these statements are not filed by May 1st, you will be fined, and they truly fine you, and you must pay it, because then they report this to the state's attorney and the Attorney General's office. These are required filings. So take a moment and don't neglect it. So.
Okay. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
I would like to tell you all that I went to Washington, D.C., and I went there for training. When I got there, a lot of good information. I got real-time grant information that we can get grants on a lot of things for our village. And our contact person will be Pate. Management. Oh, I'm sorry. And another thing, this is a program that I had looked into before when I went to training, was prescriptions for our medical illnesses, prescriptions, and I had started that also. But when I went back with them and talked with them, they said that they followed through with the program, but they never did get an answer back from the village, and that's what they were looking for. Everybody in this village can get discounts on their medical prescriptions. So I put it in again, and hopefully we'll have that. Another thing, training I went to was the company to insure our water line that's coming through our house. We do have problems, and who would insure these things? We should get insurance on these things so that we won't have to come up with, astronomical amount of money. So that's something that, they told me. Also, they're pushing the marijuana to be legalized. Marijuana to be legalized. And they got, a lot of things going here. If it's legalized in the state of Illinois, which it's supposed to be, then we have to talk with the police department, Chief Pate, and we got to find some ways to regulate it. When people walking down the street, they can't be smoking like they're smoking cigarettes. because it's a different, it's just like we can't walk down the street and drink cans of beer or alcohol. So we got to, bless you. But so we got to look into that. And the last thing, I went through training with economic development for our community. We need a lot of things built in this community. And I went there and I was talking to them. But they was just saying to me that we got to watch out for who comes into our area because they try to take advantage of anybody that they, come out to help. So we're going to have to get other people to see about them. So that's another thing I found out. When we do things like this, we've got to be aware of where they're coming from, how they're coming, and we got to be the one on top. We got to be 51%. We don't make them 50-50. And that was the biggest thing that we were talking about.
Thank you, very good, very productive. Yes, and we are working with Robson Engineers just on that. And we are doing background checks when people come in, because I was in a meeting and Chief Pate was out in another meeting and I brought in our director, Gary Richardson, and we literally just went over this room with the rate clothes. She ended up running out the office because we both attacked her, and what she was coming with was just ludicrous. So you do have to watch them, look them up. As soon as they say something, Google them immediately. So I understand. Thank you so much for that. And hopefully, of the things that you put in for, it will come back. We will get that as far as that. I remember you did work on that as far as the discount for the prescriptions a while back. So thank you for that. Thank you so much. Great job. Any others?
Just very briefly, Mayor. Gabby Gary, 3 minutes. This is going to be short though, Mayor. First of all, I want to say that, Mayor, I think you're going to pretty much read it off later. In reference to aqua water, the challenge that Liz and myself and the Board of Trustees tried to do in reference to get a reduction of the water hike. It did not go through. Pretty much aqua water got what they want. So when I talked to the attorney, when I spoke with the attorney, he made it clear that it was almost a crime scene that was cleaned up and you're coming to investigate a crime. So he pretty much said it was out of their hands prior to this election, but the efforts we made was pretty good. The next one, Madam Mayor, was the burglary to autos. I met with Chief Pate, Manager Pate, and now Deputy Chief Wilson. So, ladies and gentlemen, in reference to patrolling, they will be executing a patrol method. If you see spotlights or if you have a complaint about the spotlights, it's only temporary. They are trying to do something to prevent the burglaries to the auto. Lastly, Mayor, I was not at the last board meeting. You have, I spoke with you, and pretty much the mayor has always been a comfort when I have my challenges. When she appointed me chairman of the Police and Fire Commission, I said it right here in 2015. For those who remember, Grandma, she was sick and I had to travel to Mississippi to take care of her. Well, during that period of time, now the word cancer has come up. So, Mayor, I know. And the part is that I'll be damned if a doctor tells me she has only 3 months to live. So she's going to get a second opinion. So there may be moments, general public, that you know me, I may have to jump in that truck and drive to Mississippi. I've done it in 36 hours just to check on her. But that's something, if you remember, Mayor, I still came and I did my job and I hired you, you're a policeman and firefighter, and I never missed a meeting. So, just give me a break here between now and July till we get this right. Until then, Mayor, I just have a better understanding when it comes to the word cancer, because no one has had cancer in my family. We're pretty healthy. We live a while and just pass away of a heart, but I know what you went through with your daughter, so it's a little rough on me right now.
Yes, Mayor, I would just like to extend on behalf of the village my condolences to the Roby family, my neighbors. If you recall, about 2 weeks ago, there was an Amber Alert where a couple of kids were taken. They were returned, but subsequently, their mother was killed by her significant other. And so the kids now are going to be staying with the Robys, my neighbors. So I just wanted to extend my condolences to Wilfreda and Clay Roby.
Kids in the Hall over at Crete Monique High School is a group, Kids in the Hall. They're having their second annual leadership symposium on Monday, April 16, 2018, from 8 to 11. So I'm not sure if this is open to elected officials, but if you're able to make it, the theme for this year is Raise Your Voice, and it stemmed from the young people being killed at the school, and so they're going to talk about and have discussions on how they can raise their voice in the community, and then we'll help them do that. So that's one thing. And then lastly, baseball registration is, last day is next week. You will contact 708 574 5875. That's it.
All right, Madam Mayor, I'd like to finish out. Tonight was something that was monumental for University Park, and we are striving and we're making inroads into a better village right now. And we're working together, we're working very peacefully, right? And it's very civil. And we're making strides to make this village better. And I appreciate each and every one of you on the board. Thank you, and the rest of the staff too. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'd like to ask all of you to keep the people, we hear in the news every day, the murder show, I call it, all these children that are burning and being put on fire and people are killing. It's just a mean society that we're in, and I just ask God to just bless so many people to be kinder and think before you act. I want to know where we're at. We're going to start our seal. I'm still looking for that contest for our seal, village seal for the kids. Also, my update on Metro. Last meeting with the South Suburban Transportation meeting. I will be meeting with them Tuesday and getting results from the letters from the representative and the president of the South Suburban Area Managers on our behalf. The list of dog animals, I talked to Ms. Boykin about that outside. And the board retreat has been rescheduled to another time with the consensus of the board, and we are going to meet with the staff. And when we do get our financial stability here, we will work based on that and have our plan together based on where we are financially, and we can move forward with that. I want to give respect to Dr. Martin Luther King. And note, one thing that I always thought about him, he didn't compromise to be recognized. You don't have to, because it doesn't matter. If you're doing it from your heart, it's not about recognition. Blessing prayers to Ms. Hampton. She lost her aunt this morning. She texted me right away, and she's taking that pretty hard right now, because that was like her mom and everything to her. So again, everyone, keep the world in your prayers, and I'm loving this board. I'm loving what we're doing. We're not where we should be, but we're not where we were. So we are going to get where we should be, though. So I thank you all for coming out tonight and supporting this historical thing that we're doing in the village. Thank you. At this time, I think we will go to executive session. A motion to go into executive session. Warren. That's all. Thank you. Moved by Trustee Wilson, second. By Trustee Brooks. Roll call, please.
Trustee Williams. Aye. Trustee Wilson.
Aye.
Trustee Brooks.
Both sides.
Trustee McCullough.
Aye.
Trustee Hayden.
Aye.
Trustee Brown.
Aye.
Mayor McCallum. I'm sorry.